Yeah, hi, I'm Megan. I'm an alcoholic. Thank you for asking us to speak. It's an honor to be asked to speak here. There's so many people, and it's great to be able to represent IPAW. You were close. So yeah, we'll have our 10th annual conference this year in Iowa City, Iowa. There's not a set date yet, but we're having a business meeting this weekend and we will have a set date. So next time you jump on next weekend, next Wednesday, we will have a date for you all and hopefully get you registered to come hang out with us. So my sobriety date is April 14th of 2023. I first attended a meeting. My first meeting was in 2019 in Cedar Falls, Iowa. I was going to school there for my bachelor's, and my roommate of 2 months told me that she thought I had a problem with alcohol, and I hadn't really started drinking until like 6 months before that. So that was really a big hit in the face. But so I went to a meeting there and the first thing I said when I came out of the meeting was, "It's all a bunch of old people. I'm 21 years old in college. I'm not supposed to be here." So I ended up not going back to AA for until 2020, where I had a friend who suggested to come to this young people's meeting in Iowa City. And so that was my second meeting of AA, and I fell in love with the meeting of young people's. That's what kept me coming back for sure. Even when was a chronic relapse, I would always want to come back to the young people's meeting. Um, my first YPAA conference was in 2021 and in Iowa City for IPAA 5. And it was very overwhelming. I went alone, but it was a blast, and always wanted to be part of one. So but like I said, my sobriety date isn't until 2023. So but my second conference was in Des Moines of Iowa. And then my third conference was in Cedar Rapids of this past year. Um, about a year ago, the IPAW advisory came to Iowa City to our young people's group and asked us if we wanted to start a bid for IPAW 10. So they had iPod 9 going on, and that was the conference in Cedar Rapids, and I was super excited. So we got a group of young people to start a bed. Well, the bed ended up, we had until October for the to present the bed. The bed ended up falling apart in July. Just people, stuff happens. And it wasn't until that September when I went to an event for the iPod 9 conference that I was told that I should just start a bid myself. So for that month before the conference, I worked on talking to hotels, talking to district. I was on district in my district in Iowa City, so I ended up asking them for support for if we got the Iowa City bid, the conference in Iowa City, if they would support it. I spent making events and flyers and all that ready to go and making a bed skit. Coming to the conference, it was at 8 a.m. on Saturday where we did the bid, and it was me, my not my bid, but the Iowa City bid against the Quad City bid. Quad Cities is really big. It's like four cities, obviously quad into one. So they had a whole committee ready to go, ready to show what they had, and ready to get the bid to the cities. And then it was just me. I ended up doing a stand up comedy skit for my bed skit and just explained why I really thought that IPA 10 should be in Iowa City. And I explained that Iowa City is where the University of Iowa is, the Hawkeyes, and a lot of the crowd, young people, is college students. And I really felt that if we got the bid, if we got the conference in Iowa City, that would um, kind of be able to show those show people that were because I was in college and there was no young peoples around me, and so I didn't go back. And I didn't go back to AA, and I kept going. I mean, I didn't get sober until after college, and luckily I did graduate. But I feel like I would have had a lot more better time in college if I was sober and hanging out with sober people my age that were also in college. So that was one of the main reasons that I um, thought that having the committee, having the conference in Iowa City, and they agreed. So they gave the iPod 10 conference to Iowa City. So that was really exciting. And we got pre-registered. We had about probably at least 300 people from that conference, not 300, maybe 200, or we had about 200 pre-registration just from that conference after we started pre-registering. Um, and then and so that was the that was the easy part I realized of getting the bed was the easy part because now it's like, oh shit, now we have to get a host committee. Now we actually have to get this conference going. And there's been, even with the struggles of the bid, with the bid falling through, where there were still constant struggles. Now I remember some people in Iowa City, I would ask for help, like, hey, this would be a great opportunity, or would you like to be part of an event, you know? And a lot of them are on the last committee, the fifth one, or and would just be like, no, it's too much work, and like one person can't get a conference. Just like they just didn't want to, which I understand. It's a lot of work, but I definitely felt less support. I felt less support a lot of times during this process. But like I said, my main reason for the bid for getting the conference to Iowa City was for those, I mean, college students that need it, those people struggling with alcoholism that go to meetings and don't see young people having fun. We're not, I remember when I got sober quite a few times, I said, this is my life, it wasn't because it was because I wasn't working the program because I just didn't think there was anything more than just not drinking. But going to the conferences that I've been going to have definitely helped me realize that it is more than what I thought. Getting sober has saved my life. It has given me a life I never thought I would get. And it's definitely, I get emotional about it because I never thought I would, you know, be where I'm at today. And I just want to experience what I have to other people, especially getting sober super, not super young, but young, and knowing that, yeah, I have 40, 50 plus years of my life like this, and wouldn't ever go back to what I had before because it's too great now. And but that's why I really believe in YPAWs everywhere. I went to Wisconsin Young People's this weekend. I actually got a random tattoo and just stuff I never thought I would be doing. Never thought I would drive to Wisconsin with a group of actual, like, not group of people, but friends. I never had friends when I was drinking. And I never had, people want to be with me. I never danced sober. I never never thought I could do stand up comedy, and I do that regularly now, not just at AA events. And I did karaoke for the first time and all of that sober. And I actually had wouldn't want to, I'd be really embarrassed doing it if I'm drunk because it would just be really bad, even though it's probably bad now, but I can remember it and feel really good about doing it. So come to young people, iPod 10, we would love to have you and see you all and reach out and we'll come see you guys too. So with that, I'll pass.